Hey Leo, I'm doing a reading for you for the new moon in Scorpio. Leo, at this time, I feel like there's a space here where like you've had like several like authoritative figures around you at this time, and I feel like they've almost been like forbidding you to go here, forbidding you to go here. Don't hang out with these types of people. Don't do this, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like there's a space here. I wanted to make this an Aquarius video, but Leo, you just kept calling out to me. I was like, no, this has got to be for Leo. Yeah, there's a space where it's almost like people are putting up rules here as well, right? And how funny that it would be for the Leo and Aquarius that keep calling me to this, right? It's similar on an axis here, right? Yeah, there's a space where people are telling you, don't do this, don't do that. And I feel like you're doing it anyway. Like, I feel like, hey, if you have something in your mind set out to do, like, you're not allowing these people to come in and stop you from what it is that you are feeling in your heart, in your soul here as well, right? Like, you know and trust in what it is you're trying to do here as well, right? I feel like there's almost a blanket of covering. If you're doing something in the dark, in the secret here as well, right? There's a blanket of covering that's almost like coming up in like, protecting what it is that you've been working on from other people, right? Like these people can, their opinions, what it is they're trying to have for you in your life is not going to affect you, what it is you're trying to do here as well, right? And I feel like there's a sense where you're really knowing this and understanding this here as well, right? This is what you're supposed to be doing at this time. Like I feel like you're defying these people for a specific reason, for a specific purpose, and it's almost like the more people are coming up to you and telling you, don't do this, you're doing it wrong, you should be doing this here as well, right? Like Leo, like no, like these people cannot come up and attack, stop you from what it is you're trying to be doing here for yourself. Like you know what it is that you're doing, right? First out, simplicity. First out, we have simplicity. I feel like you're cutting out all the nonsense, all like the BS, all like extracurricular words here as well, right? These people don't have like true understanding here as well, right? Look where your north node is here as well, right? I feel like these people don't have true understanding as to what it is you're trying to accomplish, what it is you're trying to do out here as well, right? I feel like you don't either, but the fact that these people are coming in and telling you, you can't do this, you should do this, like, no, Leo, like, you're putting your foot down, like, it's like I feel like it's almost like a rebellious teenager. The more that you're like being told what to do, how to act, how to respond here as well, the more you're gonna rebel against these people. Like now's really not the time for you to be listening to other people's opinions. And I feel like that's so heavy, especially in between like the Aries full moon and the Scorpio new moon, right? Like these are very intense energies, very Mars like here as well, right? Like you're not allowing people to come in and like tell you what it is you should be doing. Like no, Leo, like it's your time, it's your life here as well, right? Like this is your body, this is your space. These people can no longer come in and affect you. I feel like this is very heavily involving like a love relationship here as well, right? We have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. Yeah. I feel like I feel like you're being sneaky. I feel like you're being like keeping what it is you're trying to do about romance, sexual relationships here very much like secret, very much to yourself here. I feel like you're working like very smartly here as well, right? Like okay, so these people say you can't date this person, but I feel like you're gonna do it anyway. Like Leah, like you're not letting people come up and affect how you're viewing your relationships at this time here as well, right? I feel like there could have been like some other people around you that have been very manipulating, like very oh, scratch my nose there. I feel like there's been people that have been like very just trying to come back in here as well that don't have good intentions for you, right? Like I don't feel like this is a person that's ever had good intentions for you as well. Like they hey, good morning. My day's great. How's your day going? Yeah. I feel like there's a space where man, like you're going to continue to do what it is your heart's telling you to do, but I feel like you're being smart about it. I don't feel like you're really allowing other people's opinions, other like how it is you're even moving here as well, involving romance and love situations, right? Like I feel like in the past you could have sorry guys, I feel like in the past don't text and don't text and drive. I feel like there's a space here where you're really trying to navigate yourself in like different love relationships here like differently than you had. Like I feel like you're almost like in fear of falling into the same traps here as well, and I feel like you're being and then we have the devil. Yeah. I feel like in the past, Leo, you could have had a lot of control issues involving relationships, right? Like I feel like you were too attached to the situation, and I feel like this was not to your benefit, right? Like I feel like the more attached you are to these feelings here thanks. I feel like watching I feel like the attachment to certain situations Yeah, sorry. I feel like being attached to certain situations here involving love, it was almost like ruining what it was you were trying to do here as well, right? So I feel like there's going to be a space where you're really having to detach yourself, like from control issues, from I feel like you're almost like a little bit bossy here involving relationships. Oh, Leo, that's not to your benefit here as well, right? There's a lot of different things that you're trying to do different involving what it is you're trying to do romantically. Yeah, you're trying to grow as a person. You're only wanting things that are reciprocal. I feel like there's a space here where you're just tired of like trying to like be the person, like be the boss, like control relationships, control how things are going here as well, right? This is not for you at this time, at this space, right? I feel like you're going through a lot of like past control issues here as well. We have the Tower and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like there's a Queen of Swords coming in. I feel like they're wanting to have reciprocal energy with you here, Leo, but I don't feel like you're feeling this in your heart and your soul. Like, I feel like you know that the more that you're continuing to try to almost mend this relationship here with this Queen of Swords, the more like, oh, bad things are going to start happening here as well. Like, I feel like this is very much a toxic person, especially with the Devil sitting out here, right? I feel like this is very much a toxic person here as well, right? And then we have the Six of Wands and the Queen of Swords here as well. I mean, Queen of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like the more that you're focusing in on your energy here, what it is you're trying to do, what it is you're trying to give and receive with here as well, right? There could be a Queen of Swords coming in, and I feel like it's almost like the more ugly that they are, the more like things are going to stop going their way. Like, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is having like rewards, successes, like a lot of wonderful things here for themselves here as well. But I feel like the reverse for this Queen of Swords, I feel like they're going through a really tough time. A lot of toxic situations here as well, right? I feel like yeah, there's a space here where this Queen of Swords is almost coming in and trying to be reciprocal and getting angry that this Queen of Pentacles is not. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is focused in on her money, on her energy, what it is she's trying to get. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. This Queen of Pentacles, I feel like they're getting a huge reward because they're staying focused, because they have tunnel vision as to what it is they're trying to really do here for themselves as well, right? Yeah, and then we have the King of Swords come out. Yeah, I feel like there could be a masculine energy around you at this time that could be, I wanted to say Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra here as well, right? Yeah, I feel like they're bringing in a lot of illusions. I feel like they're almost trying to like get you wrapped up into their storyline here as well, right? But I feel like it's all an illusion. Like, I feel like they're like coming up with like fancy words, like trying to get you like swindled in here as well, right? You could be very much a sapiosexual here as well, right? And then we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like if there's a King of Swords around you at this time, I feel like it's really like, it's nothing you can take serious, right? Like, this is a person who is fun and enjoyable here as well, right? But I feel like there's a King of Pentacles coming in at this time for you, right? We have the Ten of Pentacles with the Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you almost like are feeling, hey, this is your happily ever after. This is somebody that you're really wanting to connect with, somebody that you're really wanting to enjoy here as well. Once again, I feel like you're just not looking at them so serious. This could definitely be an energy that you've experienced in the past here as well, right? With this Two of Swords and the Page of Swords, I feel like you're paying very close attention to like certain signs, certain synchronicities here as well, right? And I feel like, yeah, they're coming in and I feel like they're offering you like this happily ever after here as well. I just don't feel like you're taking this very seriously. Once again, I feel like you've been really paying attention to your spirit guides. Like you've been paying attention. Like, you are picking up on the signs. You're picking up on if this is a person that's really supposed to be here for you. And I feel like you're making decisive action to really walk away from this person here as well, right? Yeah. I feel like you could have thought this person was your wish fulfillment in the past. Yeah, I feel like you could have thought this person was your wish fulfillment in the past here as well. There's some truth coming in about this, and I feel like you're being pushed into a new direction here that really is your wish fulfillment as well, right? There's going to be a whole, like, I feel like it's almost like you're sitting in like observant mode here as well, right? As to, is this going to be something that you're really wanting to deal with in 5 years? Is this going to be something you're really wanting to deal with in 10 years here as well, right? Yeah, and I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're realizing like, hey, there's several different people like almost surrounding you at this time that are really helping like push you into a much more positive space here as well. And I feel like that's really helping you be able to really walk away from certain situations here that were not for your highest good. And I feel like you're almost having some realizations about that here as well, that they could have been putting you in a third party. I feel like this was an energy that was almost like connected to like somebody in their past here as well, right? And I feel like they've been almost showing up with hurt actions, hurt feelings here as well. Oh, y'all are silly. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you're using your intuition here as well, right? To understand, like, this person's really been connected and attached to past situations here that really could have hurt their feelings. And I feel like they could have ended up hurting your feelings. Keep in mind, hurt people hurt people. And I feel like you're having some realizations about, no, okay, I'm sorry. I feel like you're having some realizations about, the reason why they came in to hurt you, right, was not because of you, right? Like, I feel like they've been dealing with a lot of past hurt, a lot of past situations here that really could have affected them on a personal level. And I don't feel like they could have been really dealing with it in the way that they should have been here, as you would have dealt with it here as well. I don't feel like they're really looking at their shadow self at this time. Especially with it being the Nine of Wands that's black and white here. I have two Nine of Wands, right? With it being the one that's black and white, I feel like now's really the time and space here where they're really having to like work through some deep emotions here, especially involving feminine energy here as well, right? Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords and the World. I feel like if they've been, yeah, I feel like, once again, I feel like this has been an energy that's really been stuck, stagnant, sat down in one spot to really deal with their problems and issues. And I don't think that they had been doing it up to this point, right? I feel like they could have been going out partying a lot more. And I feel like moving forward, I feel like God's gonna set them down. I feel like anything that's been bothering them up to this point, like, it can't come in and affect them here any longer as well, right? And then we have the King of Cups, yeah. And then we have the King of Cups. Now's the time for this masculine energy really to go in depth. And I don't, once again, I don't think that this is something that this person's really been doing for themselves here as well. Moving forward, it's time to end a lot of situations that could have been built up over time here as well for them, that could have been hurting them, that could have been affecting them here as well, right? And we have the Emperor with the Ten of Swords sitting on the bottom of this deck here as well, right? Yeah, now's really the time for them to deal with their own issues, what it is that has really been bothering them here as well, right? It says detox your friendships. Detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. That's what I'm saying. Leo, I feel like you've really been allowing different people's energies to come in, and you had the red flags. You saw what these people were doing. You saw what they were going through, and I don't feel like you liked it here as well, right? I feel like it's been a lot of like toxicity, and you knew that and you saw that here, but I feel like you valued these people as a friend, and I feel like you continued to allow these people to come in, and I don't feel like this was to your highest good, right? Keep in mind, pay attention to your body wisdom here as well, right? Your gut health, your body wisdom. You're gonna notice like how you're feeling after you've hung out with these people. If you're in pain, like if you're feeling sick here as well, right? Pay attention to how you're feeling, and I feel like that's really gonna help you navigate where it is you're trying to go, what it is you're trying to figure out about what's your next step here as well, right? All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.